Okay, so we're live. I believe so. If you can hear me, okay, please, just one or two person can just tell me they can hear me well. My name is Gael, and I'm your host. I'll be presenting NYC Business and NYC English. Okay, so different. Hello, Prabha. Hello, Jason. Um, I've talked with a few people here. They are all in the room. I see a lot of people here signing up. Hi, Frederick. Hi, Bo. Lots of people in Asia. So I got also some people from South America, Colombia, and Mexico. Even though it's quite early. Early? Well, it's morning for Mexico, evening for, I believe, Bangkok. So welcome everybody. Thanks for joining this webinar. So I do this 100% live. So if anyone has questions, please don't hesitate to put in the comments your questions. I'm not the only one here. I've got a few people, as you can see here in the comments chat, who are here to help me out, just answering questions. I believe we have a bunch of English teachers who are watching this wondering what is this about. So let's dive into this. I'm just going to share my screen. Me just see. Okay. All right. So so this webinar basically will explain. I forgot to say in about 30-40 minutes. All right. We'll explain what's NYC English and what's NYC Business, NYCB, why we need resellers and how to become one. All right. But let's first start about English. Okay. We are about education, about learning English, and one interesting number, it's 2 billion. 2 billion people are actually right now learning English every day. And that's obviously a huge number. People are learning English for, getting higher salaries, more opportunities, getting maybe successful in life. I mean, English open doors. It's well known. So lots and lots of people are learning English. 3.8 people are not speaking and are not learning at the moment English. So the market of learning English is huge. We call it really, really a mega market. And NYC English has been basically the software that's been designed to learn English fast. And it was created 3 years ago by its founder, Mark Emerson. $3 million have been invested into the business, into content, into design, into the technology. And clients have been so far government, schools, and businesses. And we're now expanding to the public with an app. So the app called NYC English. And this app can be downloaded in the App Store or Google Play. So both iOS and Android. It works on any device, phone, tablets, and PC. And there's actually a free trial. So if you go, not now, but if you go on any of the stores, you can download the app and register. That's one of the requirements. You got to register your email. And this free trial gives you access to 3 different levels, beginner level, intermediate, and advanced. Okay, and each of these levels you'll get access to 3 different themes. Okay, so you get access to the free trial. These are good for anyone, teachers and students, so that you can see how the app works. Obviously, it's focusing on speaking and listening. If you look at the app, there's loads and loads of videos, exercises, quizzes. Also, you speak to your phone or your tablet, and it analyzes how basically you pronounce, if you pronounce it properly or not. So it's very much focused on speaking and listening. Okay, so NYCB or NYC Business is actually the distribution company of NYCE. We're building a network of resellers and distributors, and we made basically the choice to distribute the app through word of mouth. And maybe you don't know this number, but 2.8 million apps. That's the number of apps you've got in Google Play. There are 2.2 million apps in the App Store. So probably a bit of overlapping, but probably 3 to 4 million apps altogether in both iOS and Android platforms. There's even 670,000 in the Windows stores. So there's a huge amount of apps out there. And when you are, releasing your app, you're basically completely drawn into so many other apps. There's like tens of thousands of apps released every single day. So having a great app is one thing, but being visible is another thing. So we believe that word of mouth is the best way to market it. And if you look at these stats, stunning stats, 70% of purchases are made through some kind of referrals. In other words, a lot of people are looking at what others say, whether it's on Facebook or offline, online and offline. Basically, referrals are a very important part of the purchase decision. So, when you think of that, when you think of the number of apps available on the Google Play and on the App Store, and the fact that most people do purchase and do things based on referrals, we think that taking the word of mouth marketing is really the right way to go. TripAdvisor is very, very popular as a recommendation engine. Obviously, maybe you've used it, and if you think about it, who benefit from TripAdvisor? Not the people who put the recommendations, but either TripAdvisor through bookings and all, but also obviously restaurants and hotels. So the big question is really, when was the last time you got rewarded for recommending a place? That's something that we feel should be done. We've decided not to advertise on Google or Facebook to give them money. Okay, lots of apps, well-funded apps are spending millions on Facebook or Google to get visibility, spending literally millions. I mean, think about it. Facebook made 27 billion last year in advertising. And a big part of this 27 billion are from app companies spending so much money into advertising. So instead of just spending money and burn money on Facebook and Google, we thought we would reward anyone helping us sharing the app with others. So this is what we call this e-learning with a human touch. Okay, think of it as an Airbnb, for e-learning. People connect through a purpose, that is English learning. So it's really an app, but the app doesn't come alone. We need someone who make the connection. Okay, it's like an Airbnb. You go and get an apartment or a house somewhere. You get a check-in with a host, and there's some connection. There's real thing going on. Something human going on. And we believe that if we can do this to our app and have more people to connect through the learning of English, that would be really the best way to introduce our app. So we're looking at when we're rewarding people who are helping others learning English, who are showing them how to use the app, and why not having a coffee once in a while or a Skype call once a week or something, just to check on how well a person is learning, what are the advancements, what are the progress that person is making. That's really a very important part. So word of mouth is important, and sharing our app is a big part. So what we do is we share a few videos on social network once a week, and just let me show you one example of video. The first one you just saw at the very beginning of the webinar is definitely a video that we use on social network. Here's another one. So as you can see, you know, the very last screen, we write the simple "ask me how to get started." We don't actually brand those videos. The objective of the videos are to get people to ask you questions. So in case you were wondering why there's no branding there. So basically, as we said, answering client requests on how to use the app or download a trial, that is the human touch. That is why we need resellers. So if you are, you know, looking at becoming a reseller, the very first thing you need to do is to help all the users that will be sending you out on a regular basis. So you help them out, basically, you explain what the app is about. Maybe they're not client yet, maybe they are just prospect, and you help them to make a decision on which level they should be on, how many levels they should go for, you know, and all these, anything that you think are important for them to know. Obviously, downloading the app and go for a trial is important. This really is what we're looking at from resellers. So you should be spending around 10 hours per week. 10 hours it's really the minimum to see some good earnings, weekly earnings, and you're paid on performance up to $90 when a client buys from you. So again, we send you a few customers, prospects, and when they basically close, they buy an app, you are rewarded for that. Also, you get paid when you refer some other resellers, because we believe again that word of mouth is key to our growth. So there's two key things that you need to do for us to succeed and for you to earn really good income. Is one, to explain customers and prospects why they should buy the app, and two, refer any other people that you think would fit as resellers. That's important that we get more resellers. Okay, so more customers and more resellers. That's the whole idea. So let me see here. Let's talk about this NYC English applications now, about the levels. So the app is broken into 3 levels. Okay, each level has 30 themes. So in the trial, you get 3 themes per level. So, but if you get full access, you get 30 themes per level. And one theme has around 10 interactive courses and tests. Okay, so you could basically work on 1 or 2 videos, 1 or 2 interactive courses a day to see some real progress. The idea is to spend at least half an hour when you're learning English on the app, and combining, if possible, obviously, with an English teacher to get some private lessons. That's, I think, a great way for English teachers as well to catch new customers, new students who are not only looking at buying from an app, but also maybe private lessons. I think it's a good way to, it works both ways. You got maybe students who are learning English with you, who might benefit from using the app when they're not with you. But we're also sending new customers or students who will be potentially interested in becoming students of yours in private lessons. So it goes both ways. So three levels: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Now, the pricing is important, obviously. It's an important piece of the puzzle. We need to get the price right? And then making it affordable to give access to a maximum number of people. This was really a key element for us. We've got people from Europe, people from the Americas, North and South America. We got people in Asia. So obviously very different budgets, but we wanted to really we wanted to have it as affordable as possible. That was the idea. So we've looked at two essential elements for prospective students when making a decision to purchase a course: the price and the expected result. And we started with YouTube. And as you imagine, YouTube is completely free, but the results are usually poor. You need thousands of hours of video before you see progress. You have really good teachers on YouTube. I'm not saying they're not good, but because it's just like one-way communication, you really need to integrate thousands and thousands of hours, and even that just doesn't give you the speaking aspect of learning the language. So really, the lack of structure of a system is the main reason for the poor results. And we see YouTube as really probably the least effective way to learn English. Then you've got people learning English in a classroom like this one. So we're all unique, and being a slow or fast student in a classroom can be challenging, right? So you see in a classroom like that, most of the governments use this format to learn English or any foreign language. But if you go actually in a street, let's say here in Bangkok, and ask people if they can speak English, less than 10% of the people actually do speak English. Even though they've spent 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years in classroom with a teacher teaching them English, very, very little left in the memory, and just people don't speak the language. So the cost of school varies. There are some free schools like here in France, where I'm from, but we found some rather expensive schools as well, with very, very expensive courses in classrooms. So it's just not ideal. We feel that learning in a classroom is not ideal. Now, if you ask anyone, what's the best way or the most ideal way to learn a language, obviously, is to immerse yourself in a country, right? Live with the locals, be surrounded with native English speakers, and spend time here. Here is in New York, or in London, or in Australia. Any countries where the main language is English. That's really the ideal way. But the problem is the cost. If you're looking at getting, you're looking at getting a plane to get there, rent a place, and it just take a lot of time, but also a lot of money. And most people can't afford a trip in London for a year. It's just that it's not possible. Most people can't afford it this way. So what we think is the next best step to learn English is a combination of an app that we call NYC English, because you can use it anytime you want, as often as you wish, and it doesn't come alone. It comes with a support. Someone like a sponsor, like a reseller, distributor, who helps you along the way. So, okay, someone who's been using the app or speaks good English. And that person could be you. You could be that person. Let's not go too fast, but that's the idea. If you combine technology with a human, then we believe you get miracles, you get really interesting results. So in the quadrant, we see NYC English in the top left. So that's really a cost-effective way to learn English. And again, I insist on that, but really e-learning with a human touch is the way to go. So pricing. We're looking at pricing going from $130 to $390. And we break it down into 3 different products where you can buy only one level. So for example, only advanced, and you get access it for 3 months. 2 levels where you access it for 7 months, and 3 levels that you can access for 12 months. So obviously, ideally, people will go for the third option with the 3 levels, because a lot of people overestimate their level in English, and it's important really to understand also the time factor. When you get a full year with 3 levels, it gives you time really to go through all the themes, all the levels, all the themes, and all the courses and tests. This is really important. Okay, so you select the number of levels you want to buy. The access is defined based on the number of levels. The more levels, the longer the access, right? So how do you fit into this? That could be you, as I said. Hi, I am an NYCE reseller. How can I help you? All right, so this person, as I say, could be you, and there are still 4 ways to earn as a reseller. Okay, 4 ways. First way is you find customer, or I should say, we send you prospects and you explain them how the app works, and they turn into customers. So you either find or you turn prospects into customers. Either ways, you're getting what we call a retail bonus. And this retail bonus, okay, is sorry, right. The retail bonus is for a reseller. You've got basically a wholesale rate. You got a better rate. So customer get a retail rate, and the reseller get a wholesale rate. So when you're selling an app, you're getting a profit, and based on the package, $30, $60, or $90. That's how much you're getting when you sell an app to someone. Again, we either send you a prospect that you turn into customers, or you got some people, some students who want to use the app, and you can sell this too, and you will also earn the same profit. That's what we call the retail bonus. So let's imagine that we send you a few prospects, and you can close 2 times a week. You can get 2 sales per week, explaining exactly how that works, the advantages, make them to download the trial, and yeah, really like showing the human aspect of our offering. Then you could earn, if it's, let's say you make a sale of, you make 2 sales per week, and each sale you make $90, you would earn $720 per month. Okay, that's the amount of money you would earn from your retail bonus. Is this a lot? Is it not enough? It really depends on you, really, because it's there's many ways to get more customers. But really, in average, if you get 2 customers a week, that's how much money you would make, $720 per month. Okay. All right. Next is what we call the direct bonus. And direct bonus is, as I explained to you a little bit earlier, rewards you for finding resellers. So when you find a reseller, that person does exactly like you do. Okay. They get also a retail bonus. They go out, they sell, they change their prospects into customers. So each time they do this, they get sales and they get their own retail profits like you do. But because they are your reseller, because you brought them into the network, you're getting a direct bonus, and that direct bonus is a percentage of the wholesale price. So let's say you find your friend who wants to be like you, a reseller. If that friend sends a 3-level access at $300 wholesale price, you're making $30 because you've been, again, finding that reseller. So anytime that person sells something, you would earn 10% of whatever they sell on a wholesale rate basis. So let's calculate a little bit. If you find 2 resellers, okay, and each reseller do like you, they can sell 2 times per week. Then total sale, and one sale is, let's say, $300. If they do this, if those 2 resellers do the same as you do, you would earn on top of your retail bonus. On top of that, you would earn $480 per month. So if you actually combine the 3, I think it's 220 plus 480 per month, that's $1,200 per month, okay, or if I'm not wrong, $300 a week extra. That's for just selling 2 apps 2 times per day, per week, with either us sending you prospects or you finding customers 2 times a week. Okay. All right. The third one is what we call the network bonus, and that rewards you for building teams. Once you start, you basically build 2 teams, Team A and Team B. But by the way, you don't have to do this. You can just stop at just selling the app and not going further than that. You can do that, no problem. Now you can also, you don't have to find resellers, but if you do, then you earn the direct bonus. And the next step is this step, okay? It's the network bonus. So if you want, you can start building teams, okay? You can start building teams or resellers and help them to build teams, okay? So you, let's say as an example, start with Team A and Team B, and these teams each make on a weekly basis $12,000 on one side and $15,000 on the other. Okay, so the Team B performs a bit better. They can altogether generate $15,000 of sale. You're making, as a network bonus, 10% on the weak team. So in that case, you would be making $1,200 US. Okay, so let's take the example on how that works. Let's say you've got 20 people in Team A. These are not necessarily your resellers, okay? Maybe you've got 2 or 3 resellers in Team A, but those resellers found other resellers, and those found resellers found resellers. So you've got some kind of viral things going on. There's no limit into the number of resellers in your team. The key is for you to have a few good resellers who can help you grow your Team A. That's the key. Let's say each reseller sells 2 apps per week, as we initially talked about. So that would be totally in revenue $600 per reseller. That means that the total revenues generated by the team is $12,000 per week. Okay, as we calculated. That means you would be making 10% of that every week, $1,200, or $4,800 per month. That's because you have a team, you've built a team, and we reward you for that. You don't have to build teams. You can just be a reseller and build apps. But what we believe is that once you understand and grasp really how powerful this is and how you can help people, then building teams and growing the business can help you grow as well. So we encourage anyone to start with, getting the app, get customers to use the app and buy the app, then get a few resellers, people like, you who just want to make an extra money. And then you start building teams. That's how you grow from 720 US dollar extra a month to $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month. That's by going step by step, go at your pace. Some will go slow and some will go fast, but the idea is that you find your way and you grow all the way to that kind of revenues. That's not it though. There's a 4th bonus. We call it the matching bonus, and that is really to reward you for building leaders. Because as explained earlier, if in this you make on the weekly on a weekly team, you make some money, but what about the strong team, $15,000? You've got maybe some superstar, like guys who are just rocking it and explode it to not $15,000 a week, but maybe $100,000 a week. And you don't get anything from the network bonus. So the matching bonus is made for you to be rewarded. If you help people to grow and really grow big, then you get a piece of the action as well. So let's say some of these people that are in your teams, they also themselves start earning network bonus, right? Like you do. They also have their own organization. They have teams A and team B, and they earn a network bonus. Well, based on your earning rank, and I'll get to that in a second, based on your earning rank, you will get some percentage of their earnings. So let me explain. Earning rank means that when you start becoming a reseller, you are an associate. It means you've got 0 sales, okay? And with 0 sales, you're an associate, meaning that you've got access to 1 generation. That means that if these people you've recruited yourself, okay, if these people start earning network bonus, you will earn money from them, okay? Generation 2 is when you become a partner. So let me get back a bit here. Earning rank takes you as associate for generation 1. If you could sell for less than $500 in a month, you stay associate. If you can sell for more than $500 a month, personally, you become a partner. And as a partner, you get access to 2 generations. So 2 generations is this. You got these people, so you earn money, you get a percentage of whatever they earn from these, but also as a partner from generation 2. Now, if you sell for more than $1,500 of apps personally in a given month, you earn up to 3 generations. So that means generation 1, 2, 3 basically are getting network bonuses. You earn 10% of all their network bonuses. And it goes all the way to generation 4. These are for the professional. All right, so the associates get 10% on the network bonus of these people. So let's say this guy in the middle, okay, the guy with the blue shirt. Let's say he earns $2,000 in network bonus. You would earn $200. And that person there on the right, this lady, let's say she earns $3,000. You would earn $300. And that lady on the left, she earns, let's say, 1,500. You would earn $150 US. So all combined, you would earn like 650. $650 US, I guess, as a network bonus if you're just an associate. Now, if you combine the second generation, because you are a partner, then you can basically earn more, right? Because you got from 3 people, you go to that would be 7 people. And executive takes you to even higher, and professional to a way higher level. So these are the maximum earnings for your earning rank. So if you're an associate, the maximum you can earn with us is $1,500 per week. That's the maximum you can earn. Okay. Now, if as you grow in the earnings, and that's the whole idea, to grow up to grow your earning rank from associate all the way to professional, you can earn up to $35,000 a week. Now, it sounds maybe like crazy money right now, that's for sure. But when you start selling the app, okay, and you understand that it's actually not difficult, and then you get people who want to become reseller with you, so you recruit them and they do the same, and those people understand, thanks to you, the power of this, and they do exactly the same. So there's duplication. You grow teams from 100, 200, 300 people in no time. And that's how it becomes powerful. because when you get a team of 200 people, okay, selling 1 or 2 apps per week, then the numbers become fairly big. And that's how you earn that much. It doesn't happen overnight, obviously, but someone who works really hard for 3-6 months can expect a fairly good, extra money. And actually the goal should be that whatever you earn in full time right now, you should be that same amount of money in 6 months time. That's the kind of idea, that's the kind of goal that you can really work on, is to be clear on how much money you want to make within 6 months. Then that could be your full-time income, your current full-time income, or that could be twice more. I mean, it really depends on how much money you want to make extra. So that's the earnings per week that you can earn. Now, what you've got to do, because most of people who watch the presentation like that, they have no idea what they are supposed to do. And even though we provide a full training for all the resellers, let me just give you in a nutshell the things, like pragmatic things you should be doing every day or every week to get started with us. First is you get trained, okay? You watched our training videos. We do training videos explaining everything like this one, explaining how to get to the account, but also how to talk to a customer or prospect, how to grow teams. We actually have a 5-day video training just out now that gives you a whole picture as a reseller on what you need to do day by day. You also have to find customers. So you share videos on social media like these ones. And the idea really is to get people to ask you questions, your friends, for example, or families, whatever. They can ask you questions on what this is. So you don't go out and sell to people and knocking on doors. And no, not at all. We actually want people to come to you. So we have a pull strategy. We teach you how to do that. Again, it's in the training, but you could think of spending maybe 20-30 minutes a day on sharing videos on social media, on Facebook groups, on Instagram. I mean, there's so many places you can do that, right? So that would be one thing as well to do. Then another thing is obviously very important is to assist your customers. We want to make sure that they have a good experience with the app. So you should be time to time checking on the customers, their level, their progress, but also obviously all the prospects, doing some follow-up, making sure that everything's in place. And obviously, once you want to get people, new resellers to join and to join your teams, either team A or team B, then you can invite them to these friends to a webinar. And that basically is what you need to do, right? That's the main things. You get trained, you find customers, you assist your customers, and you find resellers. These are the things you need to do. And ideally, you spend 15 hours a week. If you're working full-time on a job, you can start this part-time. Ideally, spend at least 2 hours a day on this. But if you really, really want to make a change in your life, I would suggest you spend 4 hours a day. And 4 hours going really, really hard on finding customers, or just sharing videos, and also obviously getting new resellers in your market, whether it's Mexico, whether it's Colombia, whether it's Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, Korea, India, anywhere you are. There are plenty of people, thousands of people, English teachers, people who are looking for making extra money, looking for what we have here, helping out people, doing education, spreading education, okay, to the world, and making it really, really accessible, affordable. That's what we do. So 15 hours a week. If you spend 15 hours a week, you could expect within 3 months to earn, 300 to 600, and then after 6 months, 600 to 900, and after 12 months, 900. If you spend just really a little bit of time, again, 2 hours, 3 hours a day, That's the money you can expect to earn. You could earn much more, but obviously it all depends on you, on how much time you're putting to this, how much energy, and how serious you are with your training. Because attending training is one thing, but you've got to um, make actions. You have to make things happen, right? It's like people who buy a book on how to lose weight or how to get rich or whatever, and they just read it. They did no action after that. If you want results, then you need to have actions. And those actions are very detailed. In our training, we say exactly what you're supposed to do day by day. If you actually find 2 customers per week and get 1 new reseller per week, if you do that alone, okay, and the reseller does exactly the same, after 10 weeks, you will be making $15,000. That's insane, I know that, but that's how powerful this is. When the word of mouth works, when it goes viral, you really reach very, very high numbers. So, you should become a reseller today if you haven't done so. It's $30. So why do we ask money for this license, reseller? Because we don't want to accept everybody. We actually want to find only committed people who are serious with what we're doing. They will be representing NYC English and NYCB. So we want to make sure that those people are committed like it's their own business. But obviously, we don't want it to be unaffordable. So $30 we felt was the right price to pay. But it doesn't come just like that. We give you a couple of things. First, customer or prospect leads. So when you are a reseller, you've paid your license. We will be sending you a couple of leads every week of prospects, people who are looking maybe for info on the app. And you've got to really help the person answer the questions. And if there's a sale, the money is on you. I mean, you're making the retail bonus. We also give you access to the wholesale rates. You get your unique reseller link, your unique shop link. So all this comes with the reseller license. We also give you, right now it's a 5-day, but it will be 7-day video training on how to get new customers and how to get resellers. Okay. So I'd like actually to invite someone. Let me close this. Back on the screen. Hi, Sophie. Okay, cool, Sophie. All right. So let me see. I want to see if Bo is around, Bo or Prabha, and I could invite you guys. If you want me to invite you to this webinar, let me know, and you can give your kind of testimonial on your 2 cents on this. It's always good to add people into webinars. So let me see. I'm going to try to invite. Let me see. And any question, by the way, please, you can post it here. All right, Bo. So, Bo, you have received an invite. You need to go through the process first, okay? Just follow instructions and you'll be live. Let me know when you're ready. But any other, let me see the room, people there. Oh, Jason is here. Hello, Jason. Prabha, Christian, Bo. There's a couple of folks, leaders in different countries. So Bo is in Thailand as Christian, Prabha is in Malaysia, Indonesia, Jason is in Thailand also, Tolu is in Nigeria, and I don't know other people. Frederick, we have Frederick in town. Hello, Frederick. Good to have you here. Okay, I think Bo is coming here. Okay, We're waiting for you, Bo. I'm just going to explain you. So, dear Sophie, listen to the webinar, and then we can. Sophie, let me know how I start to work with you. Okay, Sophie. Well, simple. I believe we've talked a little bit before. I think it was yesterday. I will send you a link, and you can start registering. We can start working together. I'll be helping you. Okay. So just send me a little on Facebook Messenger. I believe we've met there, and I'll show you what to do. I'll give you the link. The next, how do we know that people will take the 12 months plan instead of trying the first 3 months at $130? That's a good question. Well, we don't. Hey, Bo is here. Hi, Bo.
Hello there. Can you hear me?
Very well. How are you?
Okay. Good evening, everyone from Bangkok.
Right. I mean, I'm in France here. It's still daytime, and it's night here, right?
It's 8 o'clock in Bangkok, right? 9 o'clock. And yeah, I just quickly want to share. I mean, I've been running with you for the last few months, pretty much since the beginning. Yep. And what I can say, I mean, it's a great way. I've been met some people across Asia, whether it's online. I met new people, so it's a great way to connect with other people. And for me, it's a lifestyle change. I've actually quit my previous job. I know you tell we're not supposed to that, but actually going into this with full on now, I believe that there's a great potential in this. I know, as you say, you need to make a plan. Planning is important. It's important to communicate in a very simple way. As you say, duplication is very easy. It's very important. But all I can say is that I'm very excited. I've been on board for three months now, and I got some very good people already working with me in Bangkok and in Philippines. So those are for me the two areas where I'll be focusing my work.
Okay, maybe you can help me out answering Bing Kai question. How do we know that people will take the 12 months plan instead of trying the first 3 months at $130? What's your take on that?
Well, this is a bit like when you start in a sports club and you're having you can either go to the gym alone or you can go with a personal trainer or something like that. So what we actually do here, we're not teachers. So we're selling a beginner's level to someone. You're not becoming that person's teacher. You're simply becoming that person, customer service, a follow-up. So all you got to do is send a small message once a week, twice a week. How's it going with your English learning? And you might follow up and hear if the person, but it's all about personal connection, following up. And if you do that, it's a bit like a personal trainer for someone who's doing fitness. The fact that you're supposed to go to the next level, you're supposed to go to the next class, that in itself, just simple follow up. And then there's a good chance that the person will go to the next level, to the intermediate and advanced.
Yeah, I agree. And you know, the 3 months, the 3 months at $130 is really way to attract customers, because $130 for a course, English course, is a very attractive price. If you again compare with other options, you always have to compare with other options. There are cheaper options for sure, but we believe that when it comes to really the quality of the product, we have something very, very, very solid. So, I mean, Guy, I would say that it's through the training that we give you, we explain you what the product has, and why you should go from 1 level to 3 levels. But again, if you're an advanced level and you only need 1 level, then I would not say try to sell them the 3 levels. You've got to sell what the people need, you know. So that's the idea. How do we get the training videos by Sir Henry? Well, when you become a reseller, when you basically get the link and click on the link and pay for the license, again, it's $30, then you get access to the training videos right away. Okay, for leads, would you be able to share with us the analytics to see where are the people bouncing off? No, we don't share that, Vinkai, but we do. Vinkai or Vinkai, sorry, maybe I don't pronounce your name right. but we're definitely following up on the success rate of our resellers. So anything you want to add, Bo, on this?
Well, I think we use the term best practice, meaning that we are doing things that we know work. We're also doing things we don't know work. For example, I'm using Craigslist a lot, and that seems to be working in English-speaking areas. It doesn't work for Thailand. It works well for Philippines and Indonesia, where there are more English-speaking people. So we're trying things, and we'll be sharing our best practices.
Right. Yes, that's right. So Vika is telling me, pardon me my absence as I enter the webinar a bit late, but do people know at which level they need to start? Like an asset? Yes. So yes, we actually don't have this yet, but it's supposed to be ready within this month. We do have assessments, so people have an idea of what the level they should go for. However, I would say that as a reseller, you're here to help them out making that choice. So the safest way to go really is to go for 3 levels, as I said, but some people might be just good to go for intermediate and advanced. But that really, with the assessments, should be you as a reseller a good point of discussion and say, well, I recommend you to do this because of that. You know, that's kind of an important part of the process. The human factor is so important. That's why we need resellers. Yeah, Bo?
Nothing to add here. I agree with you.
Cool. All right, Bo, I think anything you would like to add? Thanks for basically showing up here. I also actually would like to invite Prabha. I don't know, Prabha, if you're available for a quick chat. If you are, let me know, Prabha. And Bo, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you from Bangkok.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, if you are here, Prabha, let me know, and I'll ask you to step up. Let me see. I'll invite you. Let me see, Prabha. I invite you. Prabha, I invited you as a speaker. I don't know if you can make it. If you can, great. If you cannot, that's all right. That's all right. Tolu, there's a question about assessment tests to know what level the user needs to buy. Yeah, I just replied, Tolu. Okay, Prabha, we're waiting for you to go through the test to become a speaker. I answered this again. The assessment test is just a simple test. It's a link. It actually will be very public. We'll use it also as a way to get prospects, to see people where they're at, in their English levels. So we have those tests that will be out very, very soon this week, or this month, sorry. But again, resellers are there to do that kind of help. They're here to advise people which level they should enter when they start the course. That's really, really important. Again, we're in the education level, so we don't believe in all should be digital, all should be automated. There's a lot of human aspect here, and that's why actually we are going after English teachers very, very hard right now, because these are great people to find and to help us really getting the best advices on where to start, which level. Okay, so that's one very important part. All right, let's see if Prabha can make it. Hopefully, will be online soon. I hope, Prabha, your connection is good. We had a few issues earlier, so I hope it's good. If not, again, then we'll do another time, maybe next week. By the way, there's one thing that I want to add. Tomorrow there's a training video. I'll be talking about. It will be the title of the webinar will be "Go Ruby." I haven't talked at all about this in this presentation, but we have what we call readership ranks. You have different ranks, achievements, if you call, depending on how many people you've helped, how many people have been successful through you and all, and we call it leadership ranks. And it starts at Sapphire and then Ruby, and next tomorrow I'll be covering this with a couple of leaders and resellers just joining in. So hopefully you can make it as a reseller. Okay, Sir Henry, thank you. Thanks to you. I guess, Prabha, you cannot make it, I don't see you online. So it's almost an hour here, so I might not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We should keep. I think I'm gonna wrap this up, guys, because it's gonna be. It's already an hour. Let's do another time. Maybe next week, Prava, you'll be the first one on the call. All right. So thanks a lot. Anyone who's been with me before on Facebook Messenger and you haven't posted anything here, that's cool. Just send me a little quick message on Facebook Messenger. I'll send you the link to become a reseller, and we start training tomorrow, same time. Okay, we'll do a training for only resellers, people who've decided to jump into the business, start their own NYC business, and join us for this business. All right. So thanks everybody. Wishing you a great evening, great day, great morning, whatever that is, whatever you are. It's 4 p.m. here. So I'm gonna hand this call. Thanks a lot again, and wishing you a great, great day. Bye-bye.